Hello and happy Money Monday. It's Bridgette here coming at you in January 2022 to talk about something that is so important to us business owners. You know, if you're like me, you might have had a life before entrepreneurship. I was in corporate for 15 years. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that one of the main reasons that I wanted to go out on my own and start my own business was because I wanted freedom of my time. I wanted flexibility of my schedule. I wanted creative control, right? These are some of the huge things that entrepreneurs, why we go in and we start our business and put ourselves out there in the world. So I want you to get a notepad today. We're going to talk about how to structure your business around the lifestyle that you desire. And this is near and dear to me because when I first left corporate, I really didn't know a lick about entrepreneurship. And so as a result of that, I left corporate, I started my business, and I kind of just did things the same way that I would have done in corporate, just without a boss, which really means that I didn't change a whole lot. You know, I didn't know what I was really creating. I didn't know what was possible. I didn't feel like I had permission to do so. Now, 6 years later, I feel very empowered to be able to share with you some of the tips and lessons that I have implemented to create a structure in my business that supports the lifestyle that I've desired, right? So, you know, this is Money Mondays. We're always talking about something business related, something that has financial impact, something that's personal, professional development. This encompasses them all, right? So grab your pen. I want to share a couple things with you. So when you think about structuring your business around the lifestyle that you desire, you've got to figure out what that lifestyle is that you desire. You know, are you a morning person? Do you want to wake up without an alarm? Do you love to travel? Would you rather split time and spend a couple months here and a couple months there? Do you thrive off of, you know, being around water? You know, what's important to you in a life? Do you have kids? You know, do you want to make sure that come 2:00 every day, your work is done? These are all things that may be important to you in your lifestyle, but it's up to you to really think big. Like, you know, forget all the molds that have been formed about what life should look like. Think about what you want and what's really important to you and what would feel like a wildly successful lifestyle year in 2022. So I always say this, success cannot be seen because success is a feeling. So I want you to kind of start there. Think about like, what does success? So I'm going to give you 3 questions. Okay. So whether you're a journal person or note person, this is the first question. I want you to ask yourself this. What does success feel like to me in 2022? What does it feel like? To me, just some examples. I want to wake up without an alarm. I want to have boundaries in place for my time. I want to have true creative pockets in my week where I can just feel like I can create without limitation, you know? I want to streamline processes. I don't want to spin my wheels with a bunch of stuff that maybe I'm not good at. It's not my zone. So I'm going to outsource and have a fully supported team, you know, because I don't want to have that stress and those huge peaks and valleys that I may be able to mitigate those, right? Like they're always going to exist. They're always going to pop up, but what can you do to mitigate those? So just think about like what that looks like. I want to have loving relationships. I want to have meaningful connections. I want abundance financially and emotionally. So that's number 1. What does success feel like to me in 2022? Number 2, how does my current business structure support these feelings? So for example, I use the example of I don't want to have somebody need me every single week, like a set time, right? So I don't create offers that have that in place that offer that, right? Maybe if there's a program or something, it might be a one-off, but think about what that looks like. Do you not want to, like, I don't take calls before 11 a.m. Not because I'm lazy, but that's my time. Okay. So what are your office hours? How do you structure your day to make the most use out of it, both efficiency and effectiveness? So those are some things with your business structure. What are you offering? How often? How available are you? Do you have clients just in your own backyard? Are you virtual? Do you travel? Those kinds of things. And how does that suit you? You know, last year I let go of a big client because it did not suit my business model anymore. And the reason was I was going out to their office weekly for a while, if not bi-weekly. And it just it wasn't a good use of my time anymore. And I had to let go of that revenue, even though it was my biggest revenue stream at the time, because no revenue goal is worth my peace. And I wanted to recalibrate what I thought a successful feeling would be in my life and business. And sitting in a car 30 to 35 minutes each way wasn't it anymore. Okay. Number 3, what can I change today to get closer to that feeling? Okay. So think about that. If you're an entrepreneur, you have more control than you think. You call the shots, you run the ship. A lot of times we forget that we do have that power, and your confidence is going to vary depending on the season of your business. But I'm telling you right now, just like we get trained by other people, we're consumers, like you can train your clients. You can still set them up for success and serve them in a way that serves you. Okay, so the topic, remains, I want you to look at this, especially here in January, to be able to say, does my business structure support the lifestyle that I want? Answer these 3 questions, journal about them, revisit them, and think about what you can change today. You're an empowered leader. You're a passionate, heart-centered entrepreneur, or you wouldn't be listening to this. And I'm here to tell you that, over the last couple years, my life has started to resemble what I thought it was always possible. Doesn't mean it's not challenging. It doesn't mean it's ever perfect, but I can tell you that these steps that we're taking and these things that I'm sharing with you will help you get closer to recalibrating so that your life and business aren't independent, right? That you have a business that helps you reach your goals instead of competes with your goals. How great is that? With that, happy Money Monday. I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next Monday right here. Mwah.